I'm just going to talk you through a couple of quick steps which helps you to set up the live viewing with the technology that Property Finder have provided. So step one, the most important step that you need to start with is becoming verified as an agent. In order to do this, we have, again, it's very simple, but it's a requirement at the moment. In order to schedule a live viewing, you will need to be a verified agent. The steps to do this is that you need to log in, you need to complete all the mandatory fields inside your profile in Manager. So log into there. There's certain fields such as image, biography, title, languages, nationality, that type of thing. We need to make sure all of those are completed. Then you'll need to upload your RERA card if you're Dubai-based, or your residency visa if you're anywhere else in the Emirates. And then this will be submitted for approval. Once it has been submitted, one of our colleagues will get back to you as soon as possible to confirm that this has been completed. There tends to be a couple of reasons why a profile wouldn't get verified. And the most common things that we find is that the quality of the image tends to not be good enough. So please make sure when you submit a profile image, it's clear, it's crisp, and it's something that you would expect to see on a website, because we will host it on our portal. The second reason tends to be that the descriptions aren't very detailed. So please be as thorough as you can by describing who you are, what you're about, what your specialisms are, and that will really help our team to process this quickly. If you're not yet a Property Finder client, then please make sure you reach out to one of our account managers. He can certainly get you started by onboarding you to the Property Finder portal and then kind of taking you through these steps in order to get you verified. But it's a requirement for you to be verified in order to use this feature. Step two, so download Lead Tracker. Some of you may be familiar with this, but for those of you who aren't, this is a free application that Property Finder provides for our agents, which includes lead management and lots of information of all the details that you have hosted with Property Finder. If you don't have it, then please navigate to the App Store. We are actually supporting this on both Apple and Android, so it is available both on the App Store and the Play Store. The benefit of this is it's free, so you can go and download it today, and it's really simple. Once it's downloaded, all you need to do is log in with your manager details, and all the information that you have with Property Finder will be available. To start with, the schedule a viewing feature won't be there because we are activating people as and when they've attended the training, so this webinar, and that they're verified. So if you don't see it straight away, that's why. The other thing that we want to make sure is that you keep up to date with the latest application. It's advice that we're providing because we're constantly making improvements and fixing things that may not be quite working. So we really do advise you to have the latest version of the application on your device. If you don't know how to do that, then if you just navigate to either of your app stores, there will be a notification to tell you that when there is a new version of Lead Tracker. And as part of that new version, we will always document what we've changed. So it makes sure that you're aware of things that are coming. Thank you. So step three, what I would call the fun part. So now is the time to schedule your live viewing. So when you open the Lead Tracker app and you've logged in, there's a navigation menu at the bottom. What we're asking you to do is navigate to the property screen, which is the central menu item, as you can see on the screenshot. And this will list out all the properties that you have with Property Finder. You would then need to select on the particular property that you're looking to schedule a viewing for. And on selecting that, you'll be shown some listing details. And there'll be this new section, which we've tagged as new. So hopefully it makes it easy to find. And it will say schedule a live viewing. On selecting that, it's very simple. We're just going to ask you to set a date and time for which you want to run your viewing. At the moment, it has a limit of an hour, so you can schedule a viewing an hour in advance. But again, the advice from Property Finder is make sure that you do this as far in advance as possible. That means you'll get the benefit of consumers seeing that you've scheduled a live viewing, and also get the benefit of as many clients as possible being able to attend that live viewing. Once you've selected the schedule a live viewing, it's now there. And then we've got a couple of things that you can do at this point. The one thing that we recommend is that you add this to your calendar. So very simply, you select the Add to Calendar button, it will use all the native calendar applications you've got on your device, and we will insert an invite there with a reminder that your live viewing is happening. The other thing that we've done is give you the ability to share the lead. Again, this will allow you to share a link through your mobile phone to any potential clients. So again, if there's people that haven't found the property via Property Finder, or you've got existing clients in your CRM that you know might be interested in this property, then this is a great opportunity to make sure as many people as possible can see your live viewing. And then finally, we do have the ability to cancel a viewing. Our advice at the moment is we would like to avoid you guys doing that as best as possible, because we don't currently have an ecosystem to notify any potential clients that the viewing has been cancelled. But the ability is there, and obviously if you are in a situation where the viewing can't happen or you can't attend for some personal reasons, then you are able to cancel the viewing up to 15 minutes before. And step 4, so going live. Again, hopefully everyone is familiar with this from the various social media platforms, but this step is now you as the agent being able to broadcast the property live to the customers on Property Finder. So when you get to the property, we're advising you get there at least 15 minutes before. We've run a couple of live viewings in the last few days, and it's just the benefit of being able to get there, get set up, make sure your internet's working, make sure the property is clean and tidy. So it really is great for the consumer experience if you're kind of ready and raring to go at the time of the viewing. So just to reiterate, try to get to the property at least 15 minutes before. When you're there, open lead tracker. So we've actually enabled you in the property screen to see a filtered list of all your live viewings. So you can see on the screenshot, you can see all your properties or just properties that have live viewings on. This will enable you to find the property really quickly. And then once you're at the property, select on the particular property inside lead tracker. And again, you'll go to the listing details. And what you'll see now is the live viewing section has now changed state. And there's this big go live button. Don't worry, at this moment in time, you won't actually go live, but because we need to run a couple of checks, but this is your entry point into starting your live broadcast. When you select go live, you'll see this screen called checking your connection. This is because we're doing a bunch of things in the background to make sure that the stream's available, that it's connected, and that you're ready to go. We do ask you at this point, and some learnings that we've had this week, is to just be patient. It may take a bit longer than you expect, but we're currently working on ways to improve this part of the process, but it will eventually connect. And when you are connected, you'll have this ready when you are screen, which you can see on the slides right now. And that means the live viewing's ready. It's up to you to then press the record button, which is the big circle in the middle, and then you will start broadcasting live to all your potential viewers. You can see at this point as well, there's going to be lots of things happening. So there'll be comments coming up on the right-hand side of the screen. This is where consumers are able to type and ask you questions. And as you're going around the property, please try to make sure you answer those, because that's really going to help the viewer understand the property that you're showing them. You also have the selfie camera, which again gives you the chance to do different angles. And Rose will talk through some great tips and tricks for good live viewing using that. Once the viewing's been completed, so you'll be able to end the viewing inside lead tracker, potential viewers or clients will be asked if they're interested in the property. So on closing the viewing, they'll get this pop-up that you can see on the screen, which will ask if they're interested. On selecting yes, we will ask the potential client to submit an email lead. And as part of this email lead, you'll get their name, their phone number, and their email address. We've also updated the copy in the email so that you can recognize that they joined the live viewing, which helps you to follow up with them and be more specific to their needs and requests, given that they will have seen a viewing of the property already. For those of you who are familiar with Lead Tracker, you will know that email leads are also shown inside the application. And if you navigate in the menu to the lead screen, you'll see that you can see all your calls and emails inside the application anyway. So this is a great place to check if anyone has followed up with you following the viewing. The other thing that we're committing to do is that we're going to send you a recording of the live viewing. So you'll get a link from Property Finder. This will enable you to share this link more widely with any more potential clients, and also give you the chance to watch back the viewing to see how it went. We're also going to send you a list of the comments, which again will give you a good idea of the types of questions people are asking about the property, particularly if you plan to do future viewings, and also give you some feedback to help yourself in terms of improving your live viewings.